Hello. Good morning, everyone. I hope I am audible, loud and clear. Before I begin today's topic, thanks for introduction. Before I begin today's topic, I want to know how many of you have sweet tooth? How many of you love sweets, sugar? Oh, wow. So you're going to hate me after this class is over. Well, let's begin. So, the WHO, or the World Health Organization, it has defined health as a complete state of physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely absence of any disease or infirmity. Now, going by the strict definition, none of us are healthy. But we feel healthy, right? We do feel healthy. We have some of the other problems. We may be suffering from some of the other problems. Sometimes fever, sometimes joint pain, sometimes you get hurt while playing sports. Some people have disabilities. So, do we categorize everybody as unhealthy? No, but it's a strict definition. In the ideal, there's nothing called as an ideal world. Ideal world doesn't exist. But still, yeah, we all are healthy. But even then, there is a lot of issue which is concerning us, which we can manage very well easily. As this Venn diagram can show you, health is a balance of everything. It's a mental, physical, and nutritional, which has its own discipline. You all have learned discipline and patience and things like that in the school. Now, even for health, we should have our own discipline. Only then we are considered fully healthy. Now, today's agenda is not going to be very long. Well, I'm not going to be it's not going to be a very long, boring lecture. Okay? So just a short 33 slides, that's all. So today's agenda, we are going to be discussing about the diet and nutrition, hydration, exercise, screen time, sleep, and stress management. Alright? Now, who among these people do you think is fit? Yeah, the second guy is fit. Only thing the I has to be changed with A. Second guy is fit, but the only difference is there is no I in that word. It's A, F-A-T. Right? Sometime back I used to be like this. When I went to a market and I asked him to get me Fitbit. I wanted to become fit, so I asked him for Fitbit. So he looked at me and said, "Sir, we have a fat bit for you, not a Fitbit for you." Anyway, so you can see that who's healthy here. Now, why do you think this guy is not healthy? Too skinny. Yeah, too skinny, too fat. Why is this kid not healthy? Excellent. I don't think I need to continue with the talk now. They are all very much knowledgeable. Okay. So how do we determine who's healthy and who's not? Based on our own body mass index. What's a body mass index? Body mass index is nothing but your weight in kgs divided by your height in centimeters divided by weight in kgs, which gives us a rough figure of who is healthy and who is not. The idea is to maintain a normal BMI, that is body mass index, of 18.5 to 24.9 for both male as well as females. Okay, and as if it's less than 18.5, you are very thin, you're skinny. If it's more than 25, you're obese, overweight, and it keeps on going. It keeps on extending to unhealthy weights. Now, of course, given a choice, skinny is better than being obese, because a lot of problems are there for an obese person than a skinny person. All right. Now, as I began this talk today, I asked, how many of you have sweet tooth? Okay. So, if I given a choice, how many would you take poison? You will take poison? Really? Okay, just He's being funny. He's being funny. I know that. Okay. You know, a lot of poisons there in our daily food. The white, anything that's white. I'm not being racist here, okay? Anything that's white sugar, refined flour that is white, polished rice which is white, sweets which contains the sugar which is white, and dairy milk which is also white, and canned foods which is printed on a white paper. So everything is white, right? So anything which is white is not good. See, again, I'm not being racist. If I call that black, yeah, maybe I would be. Anyway, so these are all the enemies in our diet on an everyday basis, and we are taking them. And we come to the most lovable food of everyone. Pizzas and burgers. See, everybody is enjoying, everybody is happy. Oh, you eat once a month. That's why you are healthy, huh? Okay. So why are they called as junk foods? Not healthy. That's good. But why are they not healthy? It's got potato. It's got vegetables. It's got potato. It's got tomato. Why is it not healthy? Exactly. They are only high on caloric value. They don't have any nutritional value. Right? That is why they are called as junk foods. They only increase your calories. They do not give your body any nourishment. Okay? And they are made to be addictive because they have lot of sugar and lot of salt. You crave for them. You crave for the taste, and that is what the idea of all these big companies is, to bring you to their stores frequently. Okay? This is the addiction. Nowadays it's very common. I mean, I have also been through that. So everybody is going through this. I just wanted to show this slide that this is the new addiction. These are the new drugs which people are falling prey for. Right? Now, why I say that sugar is harmful? I'll explain why sugar is harmful. See, all these canned drinks or all these Cokes or Pepsis or whatever the soft drinks which you call, they are full of sugar. You see how much sugar you can consume, how many cubes of sugar each contains. It's there on this slide. Maybe we can share the slide later on. You can know how much sugar is there and how much sugar is being pumped in your body unnecessarily. There's something called as a glycemic index. You're too young to know what a glycemic index is, but I'll just mention a glycemic index of a food is the ability of the food to create glucose inside our body. That is glycemic index. The higher the glycemic index, the bad the food is. The lower the glycemic index, the healthier the food is. Okay? So sugar, the glycemic index is considered to be 100 because sugar is what sugar is. It is what it's. That's what is increasing the level of sugar inside the body as soon as you take it. Now, sugar is the main substance which is causing all these weight issues in adults, in kids, in everyone. Sugar is the main source of obesity. Why? Because sugar, as soon as you take sugar, the body produces insulin in response to that. Insulin is the hormone which causes a lot of obesity. We've been learning that, maybe you learn further, that insulin breaks down the glucose and it helps body take glucose for its energy. But it is also responsible for obesity. Insulin is the obesity hormone. So as soon as you take in sugar, the body produces insulin in response to the sugar or the sweet taste. Now everyone has a protective layer of fat underneath the skin that is called as the adipose tissue. So once the fat inside the body, the metabolism starts to increase. Once the sugars are more and the sugars cannot be taken in for energy, that sugar is diverted by the body to form fat. Okay? So those fats get deposited under the skin, in the belly, inside the digestive system. So that is what causes the weight to increase. The liver is not able to digest any further glucose, so that changes its pathway and it makes it into fat. There are currently 500 million diabetics. 500 million is a huge number, okay? And it's projected that by 2030, the number of diabetics will become 1.3 billion in the world. That is almost 1/7, more than 1/7 of the population in the world will be diabetic, okay? And currently, these are figures in India. There are 17.93 children per lakh population of children who are diabetic. Diabetes has always been thought of an ailment which only the adults would suffer from, but no. It's a very scary figure to have 17 children per 1 lakh population who are turning diabetics nowadays. As I was telling, sugar is also carbohydrate. So is carbohydrate the enemy? No, right? Carbohydrate is the source of energy for the body. You cannot deny body your energy source. That is the principal source of your energy. So we are not going to deny that. There are a lot of fancy diets like keto diet or some companies which come out with multiple marketing schemes that they sell their products and promise weight loss. They are only trying to bring them to you so that you keep consuming their products. You don't have to fall for any of those traps. All you can do is start with a little change at home. Okay? So there's nothing called as a fad diet. Fad diet is something which just promises you unrealistic weight loss in a very short time. It can happen, but then it is not going to be sustained for a long term. It will not be sustainable. This is not the balanced diet. You are not going to weigh your vegetables against the burgers and pizzas. What's a balanced diet? As it is written on the screen, it has everything. It has carbohydrates, proteins, fats, fibers, vitamins, minerals, and water. Everything, right? And this is a new age balanced diet. You weigh what you eat. Sounds crazy? But it is not. It is a new age balanced diet. Sometimes you do have to weigh because the diet which you take in, it contains calories. Now what is calories? Calories is energy, right? So there is a simple calculation which says if you take in 7,000 calories, it increases your weight by 1 kg. And if you lose 7,000 calories, that means you have dropped by 1 kg. Every food has its own calorific value nowadays. All the food items, you can Google it. You people are more expert on internet than us. Okay, so you can Google calorific value of each and every food. You will come to know the details. What I'm here to talk about today is the healthy lifestyle regime or the HLR. It strictly avoids all sugars and all sweeteners. Not only just sugar is bad, any sweet taste to your mouth is bad. Okay, that's what I can see that people have already started hating me. Anyway, so we'll say that we have to avoid sugar, restrict sugar or no, totally stop sugar. Kids, already boring, huh?
No, sir.
Right. No, see, it's not that, see, I know that you would like to have sugar and it's a part of our culture. It's been there since a long time that we have to have sugar. We have to come out of the mentality that sugar is necessary for the body. Sugar is not necessary for the body. Carbohydrate is, but not sugar. Alright? So if you really are getting craved to have some sugar, have natural sugars like natural fruits, mango, pineapple, or any of the fruits which contains natural sugar. That's always good. Rather than the refined sugar, the white sugar, which is totally unhealthy. So we are going to eliminate junk foods out of our plan altogether. 3 meals a day, 3 good meals a day. There's no need to munch in between. Now this is applicable for everybody. This is applicable for even the adults, even the children, and even athletes or everyone. It's applicable. All right. So mix of different carbohydrates should be there, like millets, like wheat, jowar, ragi. All sorts of carbohydrates have to be diversified. It should not be plain, simple, single carbohydrate. And rice has a glycemic index which is more than sugar itself. The white rice has a glycemic index more than the sugar itself. We in South India are primed to take rice as our main source of carbohydrate. We should break that chain. I don't want you to go and tell more that doctor came and he said rice should not be bought from tomorrow onwards. No, that's not going to happen. Maybe after that, then madam will never call me again to the school. But anyway, I hope I'm driving the point that it is going to be a gradual change, right? It is not going to happen with a knee-jerk reaction. Once you've understood, you people are young now, you are in 6th to 8th grade, you are going to become adults in the coming few years, and you know what to be taken. You are the young generation who's going to teach to the future generations about healthy lifestyles. Vitamin supplements, if like many of the people who are strict vegetarians who do not get the proteins or vitamins which the people who have non-veg, who take non-veg food get, they have to take some vitamin supplements as well. All right, it's available on the counter. B complex, which is principally an animal vitamin, which we do not get as vegetarians frequently. We do have vegetarian foods which give them, but not in the same quantity as that of the non-vegetarian food. This is not applicable for you, like this is 24 hours fast for you young kids, it's fine. Those who can do it, there's no harm in doing that. But those who cannot, there is no strict rule that you should be doing it. But for adults, whoever is present here, a 24 hours fast every week is very much beneficial to the body. 24 hours liquid fast. Liquid fast means you are allowed to have water, coconut water, black tea, black coffee, fresh fruit juice without sugar, or buttermilk. Alright? You can just consume liquids, do not take any solids. What that does is it cleanses your body, and show that. And in the HLR, we are going to discuss about daily exercise and adequate sleep as well. So HLR meal plan consists of lots of fruits and vegetables, healthy carbs, fiber-rich foods, liquids, which are fresh fruit juices, as I just mentioned, all the liquids, and a diet meal plan of 7-1-7 or 8-2-8. That is 3 times a day meal. That is 7 o'clock in the morning, 1 p.m. in the afternoon, 7 o'clock in the night, or 8 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and 8 o'clock. Last meal should not be had before sleep. I mean, if you are going to sleep, you should not be eating and sleeping immediately. There should be a gap of minimum 2 hours. Allow the food to empty from the stomach. Because if you take a stomach full and then lie down, there will be a lot of health issues, like there will be acid peptic disorders, acid reflux diseases, and you get disturbed sleep because of belching and because of pain in the abdomen. Alright? Now, the question is veg or non-veg. I'm not here to discuss about your food choices. Alright? Man was carnivore to begin with. When he learned cultivation, he became a vegetarian as well. So I'm not here to debate on which is superior or which is inferior, but there are some things which are to be restricted. Like, as a man, as a vegetarian, I am not going to go and chew on the grass directly. Right? And as a non-vegetarian, I'm not going to eat an animal directly. That is not how we are. So, because of these prolonged changes, because of the evolution, what has happened is there are certain organs inside the human being which has become vestigial, like appendix, which is required in the animals, which is very much active in the animals, because animals eat the raw food. They need to the herbivorous animals, they eat raw food, and they need to digest the cellulose which is there in them. Alright, so for that the appendix is required, but in the humans it's a vestigial organ. It is just there as a presence, that it was there sometime in the evolution, but now you have it, you're still you're following that lineage, it will be there. We don't digest cellulose at all. So neither do we have a canine teeth which is like a tiger. Does anyone have a canine teeth which looks like a oh, you're a tiger? But anyway, so what that means is, we humans have adapted over a period of millions of years to become what we are today. We do not see ourselves as those people who are eating the food raw. We cook our food and eat. But here and again, I would like to mention that there are certain unhealthy proteins and unhealthy things. So there is a thing called as red meat and white meat. What's the red meat and white meat? Does anyone know? Put it simply, red meat is meat obtained from all four-legged animals. That is red meat, like mutton, etc. That's any four-legged animal meat is a red meat. And white meat is poultry meat, chicken, turkey, whatever you eat, that's it. Okay? Chicken is much more healthier than the red meat because there are our body is not there are a lot of cholesterol and there's a lot of fat in the red meat, but pure protein is there in the white meat. Alright? So as I said, there's no debate on veg or non-veg, it's your choice, but it's always better to prefer white meat over the red meat. For those who want to do fasting, I was mentioning earlier, the benefits of a 24 hours fast. It burns the fat because the body initially is going to see for the carbohydrate as a source of energy. Now when you have deprived carbohydrates to your body, what the body tries to do is it tries to remove the fat from the body and convert that into carbohydrate, convert that into sugar. What sugar was converted into fat earlier, now the same fat is going to break down into sugar and give energy to the body. So that happens as soon as you start this 24 hours fast. After 12 hours itself, the body starts to burn because the body will not let you starve. Even though you want to let you starve, the body will not let you starve. So that's how it starts to burn the fat. It removes the toxins and it gives rest to your gastrointestinal system, which is constantly churning and digesting the food which you have been taking. It gives rest to that. Everybody needs rest. How many people here believe that rest is required? Yeah, see? So why not give rest to the little GI tract also? But young people, it's okay. It's okay. You're in the growing age. I'm not going to force more on this thing, but whoever is able to do that, it's always beneficial for the body. It builds resolve. It builds character. Okay, I have fasted for one full day. It makes you feel good. It builds your resolve to do that, and any sort of challenge which you want to take, slowly and steadily it will build it. It is not, the Rome was not built in a day, so and it boosts immunity as well. Because it removes it acts as an antioxidant, it removes all the toxins, it boosts the immunity. Exercises, very important. Any age, A, B, C, D, E, anybody can do exercises. So, what exercises? I'm not asking you to go to join a gym, right? You can do exercise at your home itself. Simple run, jog, brisk walk, or cycling, or swimming, walking the stairs, yoga, sitting, squatting. Squatting is also an exercise, and actually squatting is very healthy. Nowadays what we are seeing, as an orthopedic surgeon, I'm seeing a lot of patients are getting arthritis at a very early age. Now this I contribute to the changing lifestyle of us because we are adapting more to the Western style of Western lifestyle. Like we are restricting ourselves to the table and chair activity, not table and chair, sorry. Table and chair activities, it's a little bit of a tongue twister. So, you see that we are using Western style toilets in our houses. So these things have not allowed for our knee joints and our ankle joints to get into a full action of what they are supposed to do. Earlier, as our habit went, the Indian habit, we used to sit cross-legged for meals, we used to squat, go in Indian style. That used to give adequate stretches and exercises to the entire lower limb muscles and to your back muscles as well. But nowadays, we are seeing that the changing lifestyle has led people to have early arthritis. Now, once the arthritis ensures, I advise patients not to squat because it is going to harm more. But as young children, you can start doing that, inculcating the healthy practices. Start squatting, start sitting cross-legged. That is going to improve your overall health. You can do push-ups, planks and sit-ups, squats, yoga. All these things can be done daily on a routine basis. You just need 10 minutes of it. You can do it even before you get ready for school or even after finishing school. The benefits of exercises are many. it does burn the calories, it boosts immunity. Vitamin, if you do exercise early morning in the outdoors, it gives you an extra dosage of vitamin D, which is required for your musculoskeletal health. You will feel young, you're already young, you'll feel even more younger. I would feel younger. And you'll feel happy and you'll feel energetic throughout the day. It's not that you got up early in the morning and you did exercises and you'll say that, oh no, I'll feel sleepy in the school. No. If anyone sleeps in the school, madam will make sure that you will not sleep at home. So what kind of exercises are the right exercises? Any exercise which is normal heart rate is between around 60 to 80, but on an average it will be 72 beats per minute. So if you do exercises keeping your heart rate between 120 to 140, that's the right kind of exercises which gives your body the proper oxygenation. Okay, the muscles get proper oxygen if you do that, if you maintain that kind of a heart rate. Now how do you know that you're maintaining that heart rate? You don't have to wear the smartwatches or Fitbit devices to know that whether you're maintaining that heart rate. All you can do is say this sentence, I can speak this sentence in a single breath. As long as you're doing that, your heart rate is less than 140. Because if it becomes more than 140, you'll be like, you're taking so many breaths to say that simple sentence. No, I can speak this sentence in a single breath. If you do that, your heart rate is well maintained. That's it. Simple. Coming to postures. How many of you like this posture? How many of you do this? Oh my God. Why people are inclined to do wrong things rather than do the right? Is it comfortable to do this? That's what I wanted to know. It's comfortable for you to do this, right? What's comfortable for you is not comfortable for your body. Twist. There's a twist in the tail. What's comfortable for you is not comfortable for your body. You should be doing what is comfortable for your body, not what you feel is comfortable. There is a right and there is a wrong. And then there is a correct way. Okay, there is no right or wrong, but there is one correct way. So you have to follow that. When you're standing, many people they stand lurch this way. No, that is creating a lot of problems on the spine and the muscles become weak. You should stand erect. You should be standing erect. It gives you, it also imbibes confidence in you. If you are standing straight, it gives the positive feedback to your brain that you are strong. See, a lot of people who are low in confidence, you'll see them drooping their shoulders, sitting like this. They'll always be depressed, they'll not be happy. They'll always be there's some sort of, when you see them, you will not feel very happy. You will not get any positive vibes, right? Why do that to others? Why do that to yourself? Just maintain good posture while studying, while reading, while walking, and then be happy. How many of you get the school bags on one side and not wear it properly? This way. Now, sometimes, okay, that good to see that most of the people are wearing the school bag this way. And how many people say that the school bags are very heavy? Why? Everybody, madam has given you timetable, no? Why you have to give every book on an everyday basis? You get timetables. Just pack the timetable properly. Your bag shall not be heavy. My kids do that. No, they don't pack properly. They put every bag, every book available, and they put no, it is needed. So, anyway, the idea is to stick to certain disciplines and stick to certain rules. And even if the bag is a little heavy, if you wear it properly, it is going to distribute the weight evenly. If you put it on one shoulder, it is going to cause one shoulder to droop. If you put it on the other shoulder, it might look a little stylish, but it is not good for your body. When you are having bags with two straps, wear it with two straps and see to it that both the straps are of the equal length. Okay, sometimes what happens is the strap is shorter on one side, it's longer on the other side. That causes the weight to distribute awkwardly on the body, and it is going to cause a lot of muscular problems in the spine. Hydration, very important. Yes, hydration is very important, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever heard that water can be bad? Good. You heard. So too much of too good is also bad. Water is the source of life, but too much of water is also not good. You are going to drown yourself if you take in more waters, because what happens is the body has to maintain a balance of water as well as electrolytes for us to be active and for us to be conscious. So when there is too much of water in the body also, the electrolyte imbalance occurs, and then you will start feeling dizzy, you will start feeling nauseating, you might even pass out for a while. Okay? So it's important to maintain the adequate hydration. Now, when I discuss about hydration, there is something called as a wrongful hydration as well. When you feel thirsty, what's the first thing many of people think? Right? But I have seen people, oh, I'm thirsty, I need a Coke. I need a Sprite, I need Pepsi, I'm feeling thirsty. How many people have done that? How many people are guilty of doing that? See, yeah, there are people who are guilty of doing that. That is a wrongful hydration. When you are thirsty, you should be drinking water. As sports people, if you are into sports, when you are running, you are losing some electrolytes as well. At that time, if you are putting in water alone, that is not going to be sufficient. At that time, you can have lime juice, which has got salt, which has got a little bit of a sugar, just not too much. So that is going to replenish your sources of electrolytes in the body as well. The packaged sports drinks are not good for the body. Packaged sports drinks have a lot of sugars and they have not many electrolytes. They are not going to cause any benefit to your body inside. In fact, they are going to harm you. Sleep. How many people can sleep immediately as soon as they hit the bed? And how many people, when they hit the bed, their brain thinks of every other thing? So you people are thinkers. It's natural. It's natural to have the brain go into all kind of activity mode right before you want to sleep. But whatever it is, you just be at the bed. Keep thinking. Thinking is good for health. Thinking is good for the society. Thinking is good for the world. Right? Don't blame yourself that, okay, yeah, I'm thinking this much, I'm not getting sleep. You will get sleep. If you feel too much more, count sheeps, 1 to 100, you will sleep by the time you counted 25. That's a guarantee. Nobody has counted 100 sheeps in history. So, to sleep, you should have adequate 8 to 10 hours of sleep. Okay, 8 to 10 hours of sleep. You people are young, maybe you need about 9 to 10 hours of sleep is adequate. More sleep is also not good. 8 to 10 hours of sleep. Ideal sleep time is around 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. because that is how the circadian rhythm has set our body in. The circadian cycle, it sets very well if you sleep from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. You can sleep early as well, maybe 9 o'clock also you can sleep. But do not sleep beyond 10 o'clock. Do not go extend your sleep cycle to 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. No. And hydrate well before hitting the bed. That does not mean you should drink a liter of water and hit the bed, then you'll get up in the night. That you do not want. Just a glass of water so that you not feel thirsty, not feel dehydrated during the sleep. Okay. Secondly, most important, as I mentioned earlier, no food 2 hours before sleep. Food has to be taken 2 hours before sleep. Okay, in between you should not be taking. And another thing, no screen watching before sleeping. No mobile, no TV, no laptop before sleep. Okay, because that is going to cause a lot of strain to your eyes and to your brain, and it is going to cause disturbed sleep. Okay, we'll come to question answers. I'll just finishing off very soon. Sleep deprivation causes a lot of problems like irritation, it causes anxiety, it causes headache, it causes lack of concentration, which you might have experienced quite a few times when you come to school, when you're doing some activities. So if you sleep well, all these things will not happen to you. Wow, mindfulness. Okay. I'm not a mental health specialist, but yes, I can give a few tips on mindfulness. Now, you see that India has played very well throughout the World Cup. But on the final hurdle, how many people watched the World Cup live? Good. What did you see here? What do you see here? Here you see almost 1.5 lakh crowd in blue. There is hardly anybody in yellow. Hardly anyone. But there were these 11 people in yellow who showed tremendous mental strength. Imagine yourself against your opposition. You are one and there are many. How your condition would be, right? The mental strength. If you are stronger mentally, it will show strong strength in your in physically as well. You will be stronger physically as well. Stronger the mental attitude, stronger will be your physical persona. These people showed more agility at the ages of 30 to 35, rather more than these people who are younger, who are 25, 26 years old. They left out, you could see the body language. They were just chasing the ball, they were not even attempting to save it because somehow we were mentally weaker on that particular day. Our team was mentally weaker. There was no physical strength, there was no physical agility on the field as the Australians showed. And that is why, despite all odds, against all odds, Australia came out as victorious. The mindfulness is also, we should not let our mind deviate from anything. Now, there are two cars which you can see here. There is a speed limit of 70 kilometers per hour. Okay, speed limit of 70 kilometers per hour, Mysore to Bangalore. This car drives at, okay, 100. I'm just giving an example. Okay, so if there is a speed limit of 70, there is one car which is following the speed limit going at 60 kilometers per hour. There is another car which is going at 120 kilometers per hour. Which car will reach Bangalore earlier? Very good. Which car has a greater chance of reaching Bangalore earlier? Why? Simple, isn't it? Yes, more chances of accidents, more. So all you need to do is have patience, have discipline and have faith. Do not break the discipline. Do not break. Just be a little patient. Everybody is running their own race. Everybody is running their own race. Barack Obama, the President of the United States, retired before he was 50. But the current President, Mr. Joe Biden, has taken the office when he is 75. Right? Everybody is running their own race. So do not compare yourselves to anyone else. That person is doing this way, I am inferior or I am superior. No, you are not inferior, neither you are superior. You are special because you are one. You are alone. You came in this world alone, you are going to leave this world alone. You are going to make relationships, you are going to make friendships. But that does not make you alone inferior or superior. You are special. Everybody is special that way. Now, for mindfulness, what you can do is, it just needs 5 to 10 minutes of relaxation every day. It can happen after the school, it can happen before the school. Everybody says meditate, meditate, meditate. What's meditation? Focusing on your breath. That's a very good answer. Focusing on your breath. Focusing on yourself. What you have to do is just sit at a place. Sit at a place, close your eyes, start breathing, observe your breaths, observe the thoughts which are coming to your mind. Just be attentive, just keep observing. You don't have to judge your thoughts. Just keep observing what thoughts are coming and what not. Just let it flow, let the thoughts flow. Over a period of time, you're going to know what you're tracking, and after certain time you will feel a state where there are no thoughts coming, where you're completely connected to your body. This cannot be taught by everyone. This cannot be taught to everyone, and this cannot be taught by anyone. This has to be practiced by your own self. Screen time. We are all guilty. We are all guilty of watching screen, including me, right? But there is certain, as I mentioned, you should have your own patience. You should know what is right for you, what is wrong for you. Your parents keep telling you, do not watch screen, do not watch screen. Do not get angry at them. Do not get angry at them. Do not scold them back. No, it's my screen time. I want to watch it. Yes, you can get your screen time, but there is a way to watch the screen. There is the way to watch the screen as well. As I mentioned, most important, no watching screen before going to sleep. Your body should be away from all these kind of elements at least 2 hours before sleep. You restrict yourself. You restrict yourself to 1 hour a day, not more than 1 hour. Not 1 hour includes everything: your laptop, your TV, your mobile, everything. And holding it in a proper way as well. Most of the people hold the mobile this way. That causes a lot of strain on the neck and the upper back muscles. Hold it in a proper position. This way. Okay, you should be erect. You should be erect. So, to reduce the screen time, what you can do is set yourself a daily limit on the screen time and follow that strictly. Monitor the content and discuss values, empathy, and good choices. Do not just watch anything. Discuss with your parents what you are watching. Discuss with your parents. That's very important, because nowadays, when you are on the internet, it's very easy to get unlawful elements which they sneak in by hacking, and lot of things are happening. So be very careful. Do not watch internet. Do not watch internet when you are alone. Watch internet only when you are with the parents. You people are of an age where it is very easy for you to fall into the trap of these unlawful elements, and it's painful for you and it's painful for your friends and your family to fall into such kind of traps. So when you are on the internet, when you are surfing, please make sure that you are with an adult. So skip through commercials, and whenever you see the junk food selling items, just skip through the commercials. You don't want to do that. Okay? You get this PPT. I'm not going to go into detail of everything. Just important thing is you should plan, implement, and take the screen time as an incentive. When you've done something good, take a half hour of screen time. That should be your incentive. And practice a digital detox day. Digital detox day, just like 24 hours fasting, 24 hours fasting from all sorts of screen. No screen for the entire 24 hours. This is the last slide of our talk. हिंदी में बोलते हैं ना, जो दिखता है वही बिकता है. So there is a group of us. There are a group of our doctors who are practicing this on an everyday basis, and you can see the results. This was me. This is me now. How people have changed and got their healthy lifestyle back by adapting to these things, adapting to the new changes, what I have mentioned and discussed today. So take home message is, you have to adopt to some new practices that will help you that will help you adapt some new practices, and it will help you become adept at dealing with any lifestyle problems and lifestyle situations. I'll end my talk here. Thank you. I'm open for question and answers.
A hearty thank you to Dr. Shirish. I am certain this lecture will help us a lot in the near future and will have made us better, healthier individuals in one way or another. The interactive session will be after 10 minutes, so let's take a pause while I request our principal, Akhila ma'am, to address the gathering and give Dr. Shirish a small token of our love.
So good morning, children. Good morning. I have seen that you are in full spirits today. Yes, lot of enthusiasm. So I'll take this opportunity to thank Dr. Shirish for this wonderful talk on healthy lifestyle regime. I know it is very much essential for each one of us to adopt it. Yes, give a round of applause to sir. So this is the love and affection that our children are showing you. And let me tell you, after your talk, I found that there was a lot of interaction, a lot of questions which you put. So, and I could see that, there were certain difference of opinion or something. So please, sir, I'm very, very sure that you are going to have a very, very long session of question answers from my students. I know that very well. So that's good. Questions are always good. That helps us to clear our doubts. Like Sir said, a very one statement where he said that no sweets. And I know that many of us love that. So when he showed the last picture, which showed a drastic difference, that says it all. So there is something that we have to sacrifice if we have to be healthy, if we have, and moreover, with the exposure of the junk food, moreover, the exposure of a lot of things which is strongly portrayed in the social media as something which is good for us, may not be for our body. What interests me even more is the last session of mindfulness, a wonderful concept. Very much essential, like I see a grade 6 student telling I'm too much pressurized, too much stressed, for my examinations. So when we say that we have to do something as a student, that is a normal part. And when we do something with happiness, that's something which is the word pressure can be replaced by pleasure. Yes. So what I mean to say is, when we say mindfulness, it is the strength, the emotional quotient which you need to build, which is very essential. Not only a physically fit body, a sound mental health is very much essential, because as humans, we are social beings, not isolated to ourselves, but interacting with many outside. So the moment we know how to handle ourselves, our emotions, I think we have gained it all. So thank you so much, sir, for taking this time out and interacting with our students. I would like to give a small token of gratitude to you. Please come over, sir.
Moving on to the moment a lot of us here have been waiting for, the inauguration of the e-magazine World Weaves, a trilingual odyssey. The students of grade 8 have spent a lot of time, effort and sweat into the successful making of this magazine. So let's flip through the pages and appreciate the work put into it. May I request our principal Akhila ma'am and Dr. Shirish to may I request Shirish sir to do us the honor of inaugurating the magazine?
Yes, grade 8 students, that was really wonderful. I had a glimpse of all these before itself. So each one of you have contributed to this magazine, and it's like, each language was covered and wonderfully done. So hats off to each one of you. Can we have a round of applause for grade 8 students? Good job. And also the mentors, the teachers who are behind this. So good job, you two. So a wonderful day today, which showcased the year-long, I think whole year they had worked on it, year-long process of putting up this magazine. So good job, children. Grade 8, you made us all proud. Thank you so much. So I leave the platform open for the question answers. Thank you.
So I had a doubt about the fasting for one day. So the fasting for one day.
Yes.
So how does it help the body when you fast for one day?
See, as I mentioned, the body tries to take its energy. Have a seat, have a seat. So when you're feeding your body with carbohydrates, what are you giving it? You're giving it a source of energy, right? So the body is trying to digest the food and take carbohydrates from it and use it for energy. Now when there is no input, the body still has to live, right? It's not going to happen that you will not have food for one day and you will just, it's not going to happen. So the body will try to use the carbohydrates from the available sources in the body. Now which is the easiest available source in the body which can be broken down into sugar is the fat. So the fat gets metabolized in the liver and it gets converted into glucose, which is the energy source for the body. So that is how, along with that, it is going to cause little bit of detoxification. Antioxidant effects, and all these things are going to improve the immunity of your body. So that's just 24 hours. That does not mean that you should keep on fasting. More you fast, it is going to cause starvation to the body. That should not happen. So 24-hour fast is good enough. It's not a complete fast, liquid fast. You're still giving body something to eat or drink.
What is glycemic index?
Glycemic index is a measure of any food which measures its capacity to increase the glucose level in the body.
Sir, I'd seen information about sugar. So it said saying if you do not eat sugar for a week, you'll feel the natural sweet like watermelon and all more sweet, and then the artificial sugar will be more like disgusting to taste. Plus your energy level will go up. I wanted to know if that was true. Plus, how does the energy level go up?
The energy level, what you are saying is, if you deprive your body of sugar, your energy level goes up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's what I told.
I want to know how it goes up.
See, how it goes up is your body gets healthy carbohydrates. Sugar is purely an empty calorie. It's an unhealthy carbohydrate. It is just going to cause more fat deposition in your body. The more the fat gets deposited, you will feel more lousy, lethargic, and all those things. So you will not feel energetic. The more your body comes into that normal range of body mass index, which I told, if you are under 24 and above 18, that is the normal range of your body mass index, your body. So your body will feel more energetic. It's something like like the bag. The heavier the bag is, the difficult it is for you to carry. And if the bag is very light, you will feel that you will not carry anything. But if the books are carried in the right place and in the right according timetable, you will feel that okay, you are carrying something today and you are going to the school and learning something, right? Similar analogy, that's all.
Does rice contain carbohydrates?
Rice is full of carbohydrates. Rice is nothing but carbohydrates.
Sir, you told that rice
don't take it to the word poison. What I meant by poison is that it is dangerous to the body. It is not like the poison, it is a sweet poison. You know what is a sweet poison? You know that it is a poison, but you still want to take it. You know that it is going to cause harm, but you still want to take it. That is what is called as a sweet poison. It tastes good, that's it. But as I mentioned, it is not going to be a drastic step that tomorrow onwards you're going to stop eating rice. That is not going to happen. But over a period of time, slowly you can cut down and diversify to other carbohydrates like millets, ragi, jowar, wheat. Okay.
How is white meat healthier than red meat?
The red meat contains a lot of cholesterol, lot of fat, okay, and lot of strong proteins which are not easily digestible by the human body. But the white meat, the poultry meat, contains easy proteins, the smaller bunch of proteins which can be easily broken down and adapted by the body for the energy. So that is how it is said that the white meat is healthier, the poultry meat is healthier than the red meat.
Sir, I was actually confused. Sir, is brown sugar healthier than white sugar?
You mean to say the sugar made from the jaggery, not the brown sugar, right?
Sir.
Yeah. See, white sugar is polished. Okay, white sugar is polished. It doesn't contain anything except for carbohydrates. But the jaggery or the brown sugar, what you are saying, jaggery is made in that iron container, so it has got a little bit of some minor elements and minor metal contents which are also beneficial for the body. But that does not mean that you should substitute yourself to jaggery completely. We need to avoid the sweet taste to the mouth. Okay, the jaggery is also nothing but glucose itself. We need to avoid the sweet taste to the mouth, which causes the insulin secretion and causes more of the diabetics to increase in numbers. So slowly and steadily over a period of time, gradually reduce it. That is my advice.
Sir, there is syrups, sir, which are sweet. Sir, is it also bad?
Syrup is medicine. Sometimes you don't take it on a daily basis, right? You take it only when the doctor prescribes you, and only 1 or 2 ml per day for 5 days. That's okay. That's okay.
Sir, salt is also addictive. So is it bad for us to eat?
Yes, too much of salt is bad for the health. Salt should be just 1 pinch for taste. See, that's actually a very good question. That's actually a very good question. When they say salt restricted diet, have you heard of the word called salt restricted diet? Does that mean that salt should not be put at all? Whatever salt is put during the cooking process, that is enough. You should not add further salt into it. So salt restriction means do not put any further salt in whatever you've already used for cooking. So salt is needed because salt contains sodium and chlorine. They are important electrolytes for the body. Salt is important, but again, as I mentioned, too much of salt is addictive.
If we love sugar, how do we avoid it?
You love?
Sugar.
Yes.
How do we avoid it?
Take sugary fruits. Take sugary fruits, then you can avoid it.
Is honey like a natural thing, and like if you eat honey, is that considered as sugar?
See, that's also a very good question. When you say natural honey, nowadays it's all organic, and it is. They say that it's organic, but we cannot trust them completely. How much of a natural thing, what all additives they are using. Even the dairy milk, for that matter, I would like to take this point. The dairy milk. Do you think logically there are adequate number of cows producing the adequate amount of milk to sustain 1.3 billion Indians? Then how are you getting the milk on an everyday basis? It is not just water. They are increasing. They are giving hormonal injections to the cattle to increase their production. So what these hormones is causing is early maturity in human beings. You can see that nowadays the puberty age has decreased from 14, 15 to around 11 and 12. This is because lot of hormones are being put inside for increased production of the milk, and that in turn is being consumed by us human beings. Okay, so that is why I said all these products, do not fall for their traps. If you're getting the milk directly from a person who knows, who owns a cattle, that's a healthier way. But dairy milk should be avoided if you ask me.
Does fish come under white meat or is it different?
It's different. You can fish is under white. Fish will be considered under white.
Problems like migraine related to eating habits and healthy lifestyle.
Problems like?
Migraine and other headache and all that.
Yeah, see, headaches are the main reason for headache is if you have not had adequate sleep. Right? That causes irritability and it compounds every day. One day you get 6 hours sleep, the second day you get 5 hours sleep, the other day you are getting again 6 hours sleep. So what your body is losing out on 2 hours sleep on a day, 3 hours sleep on the next day, 2 hours sleep on the other day. So all this gets added up and the body starts to lose that amount of sleep which it's supposed to get. Okay? So those are the main causes of headaches and irritability in children. So you can all sort it out by doing just one thing: get adequate 8 to 10 hours sleep and do 5 to 10 minutes of mental mindfulness exercises which I taught. Sit at one place and relax. You don't have to fall in trap for taking medicines. I may be the first doctor who saying don't take medicines.
What's the difference between brown rice and white rice?
White rice is polished. Brown rice it comes along with its husk. White rice is dehusked. The husk has a lot of fibers and proteins. Okay? The white part has got only carbohydrates.
How do vegans get their protein?
How
Vegans get protein.
with grams, pulses, more of what do you call it? The chole, you eat chole, right? Green grams, then black grams, horse gram, all these are full of proteins. Soybean is also full of protein.
Sir, is it healthy to do fasting, liquid fasting for 1 month?
You mean to say 1 whole month?
Yeah.
No. I mentioned it is just 24 hours. That's it.
So is it healthy?
Ask the question.
I forgot.
You forgot.
When brown sugar is compared to honey, you said honey is better because it's organic. But then what is benefits of brown sugar?
No. As a categorically, I am saying avoid all sweets and avoid all sugars. Category. There was just a question of whether the white sugar and brown sugar. Only that comparison I am saying white sugar is bad as compared to the brown sugar. That is only for comparison. But categorically, I am saying avoid all sweets and avoid all sugars. Color doesn't matter.
What about we resort completely to like brown rice, red rice, and boiled rice and stuff completely? Because it has a little content of roughage, so it might counterbalance the carbohydrates.
Chemical, ask the question again, please.
Like, what about we just resort completely to brown rice, boiled rice, red rice and stuff? Because they have roughage content, fiber content, it might counterbalance.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Your diet should be more of fiber, more of protein, and it should contain carbohydrate, but a healthy dose of carbohydrate. It should not be just pure carbohydrate.
You told that white sugar, refined flour, polished rice, and all is very unhealthy. But what is going to be there in those white foods that make it very unhealthy?
What about the?
What will be there in those white foods that will be very unhealthy?
It's all polished. It doesn't have fibers, it doesn't have proteins. There is no fiber, there is no protein, there is no minerals, there is no vitamins. It's only carbohydrate. So that is why it is unhealthy.
Sir, I have heard that stevia is a good replacement for sugar. So, sir, how true is it?
Good replacement for sugar, for sweet tooths. As I mentioned, take natural fruits. Mango is good. Mango is sweet.
No, sir, like they say that stevia is better than sugar. So, how true
No,
is
that's
it?
what, see, stevia is better than sugar, the artificial sweeteners. Again, It is not sugar per se which causes the insulin secretion in the body. It is the sweet taste to the tongue. As soon as the tongue tastes anything sweet, that gives a signal to the brain that okay, I have taken sweet, now I need to secrete the insulin from the pancreas. So the brain sends signal to the pancreas to secrete insulin. Okay, so that is why I am saying avoid anything that is artificial sweet. Natural sweet is fine, like sugar, like fruits.
Yes, sir. Regarding your presentation, it was very informative. Thank you. And coming to the rest factors in your presentation, I have something to share. You can look out for what part of your body needs rest. For example, if your brain needs rest, that means you get a runny nose. And if your body needs rest, your eyes start watering. And another fact regarding the sleep factor again, counting sheeps is a very well-known method to fall asleep, but scientific research have found that counting sheep does not even contribute to falling asleep.
Okay, I'll take that as advisement. Thank you. Thanks for increasing my knowledge. Thank you.
Sir, does liquid fasting have any side effects?
No.
No.
Liquid fasting for 24 hours, no side effects. In fact, more beneficial.
So how do you stop sugar addiction?
How do I stop sugar?
Sugar addiction.
Addiction. See, there is only, if you mention the word as addiction, there is no slow method of doing it. It has to be a gullet-on method, that is stop immediately. That is the only way it helps in addiction. There is no slow release method which helps. For people who are not addicted to it, see, addiction is a very bad term actually. Addiction means there is something, it is like you cannot live without it and you need it for your survival and for your activity. So at that time, only thing that helps is a complete cut down of it, like chopping it from this trunk from the tree, and then have adequate mental strength to overcome that. So do mental exercises, do mindful exercises, you'll be able to do it.
Sir, how to grow tall?
Long story short, your height has already been pre-decided in your genes. So whether you are tall or whether you are short, it is something which is not under your control. Okay? But yes, exercises like running, swimming, cycling, and any exercise basically, any exercise will help you do that.
Children.
Basketball, yes, somebody mentioned basketball.
I know you have a lot of questions. If you maintain silence, we will give you. If you want your chance, then you have to maintain silence. Hands down, respect each other.
How does mindfulness affect the Australia's feelings? You told that.
No, see, what I meant by mindfulness is that they are doing some sort of mental training exercises. They were mentally stronger. And that showed on the field that they were physically also very much stronger. They were physically almost 100 times better than Indians on the field on that day. See, on that day what you saw, there are about 130,000 Indians in the stadium. Right? 130,000 Indians in the stadium, and all that pomp show and all the laser show and all the show of strength, the Surya Kirans they flew over, everything. They were all show of strength. They were trying to show the Australians that we are all strong. But the Australians were stronger mentally. They had closed their ears and eyes to everything that was happening exterior. They were strong mentally with a single attitude that they had to do well. They had to do well on the field on that day. Which they did.
Yes, sir. And are you a Virat Kohli fan?
I am a Rahul Dravid fan.
consume in a month? How much junk food, junk food can we
I cannot hear you.
How much junk food can we consume in a month?
0.
Sir, I have mainly 3 points, like 3 points to ask you. So one, when you were presenting the PPT about the diet, so you mentioned some diet saying keto diet and all. The next one you have put head star life. So what's it?
I did not want to put it on paper because it might cause copyright issues to companies. They might sue me, but it is Herbalife. You heard of Herbalife? It is that.
Sir, and when you mentioned that you don't suggest dairy products, so to grow tall, mainly they say that drink milk, calcium will be there and all. So then how do we grow taller? Sir, because
You
it's
can
not only on
do not
genes.
depend on milk. That's what I said. See, nowadays what happens is because of the dairy milk, which is full of hormones which have been injected into the cattle, those hormones are causing early maturity in kids, and that causes the height to stop growing, especially in girls. If they attain maturity at the age of 11, 12, their heights will not go any further. So it's a misnomer. It's a counter thing that you drink milk and you increase height. As I mentioned, the height is already pre-decided in your genes. So do not worry or do not fret about those thoughts. Regarding the question of junk food, regarding the question of junk food, you said you want to have junk food. Sometimes even I feel like having junk food, even at my age. What I do is I make burgers at home. I take cauliflower, I take carrot, I take peas, I take little bit of potato, I take paneer, I grate them and I make a tikki myself. And I use lettuce, I use tomato, I use onions, which are healthy and which are safe. So I make a burger at home. I do not go visit McDonald's every often.
So which human body index is good? Like you mentioned about that, no?
Yeah.
So which number is good?
18 to 24.
18 to 24. And are protein bars actually good for health?
Protein bars can be a source of emergency, source of energy. Like if you are not finding anything, you get anything on the street to eat something when you are when you're doing exercise or when you're doing you're going for a sports or athletic meets. At that time, having a little protein bar is fine, but make sure that doesn't have any sugar.
Okay.
Sir, how do you sleep more? I sleep 7 hours a day.
Fine. Just increase by 1 more hour. That's it.
No, whenever I start studying, sleepiness occurs.
Whenever you start studying, you sleep.
Yeah.
So that's the case with everyone.
Yes, sir. I need some few tips.
So what is it that you study that gives you a stronger sleep?
Sir, everything.
Just start studying 1 hour earlier. That's it.
Sir, I just want to know how do you calculate the body mass index? Because like, I'm trying to calculate, I'm getting 4 point something, sir.
No, your weight in kgs. Sorry, your height in centimeters divided by the weight in kgs.
Last 2 questions. Last 2 questions.
So you had mentioned about the liquid diet, and it's you told that the adipose tissue will be reduced. So how much fat is actually required for your body? If it's less, what will happen?
See, if it is less, and that's also a very good question. What if there are no fat reserves in the body? If there are no fat reserves in the body will not let you to do the fasting. The body will not allow you to let you to do the fasting. There is a period of time when you start doing it and your body gets adjusted to that. You won't feel any problem. You will feel that you are completely normal. But there is a certain time when the fat reserves of body become so low that it cannot manage itself fasting. So at that time you'll feel a little dizzy, you'll feel you'll feel that you'll feel dizzy or nauseating or lethargic. At that time you feed your body. Do not deprive it further. Okay?
The last question.
Yes.
Sir, does more yawning tell that you don't have a balanced diet?
More yawning is just a sign of lethargy and maybe loss of sleep. That's it. But it doesn't have a direct connection to the diet.
Veena.
Thank you so much, sir, for answering our questions. Now, let's welcome Nan Keshav from 8A, Shloka Sharat Kolas from 8B, and Sanvi S from 8C to share their experiences for the English, Hindi, and Kannada magazines respectively.
Good morning to one and all present here. I am Nan Keshav, a class